Hello world, today is Saturday, June 13th, 2026. It's 3:46 p.m. and this is another vlog, a 10-minute raw and edited to talk about what is top of mind. This is the third one for today. And, oh, interesting, is it third or fourth? But, yeah, what I really wanted to capture on video is like, continue this exploration of like, what it means to build a business or accomplish something difficult that you want to accomplish, like building an app that makes $1 million MRR, and what it actually requires. And I was just thinking like, okay, Luminolog, like the real impact is like, you as an engineer, you really have to step away from the thing that like, oh, it has to be complex. What you're actually doing is you're putting on the marketing, or you're putting on the business hat, which is a business hat means, entrepreneur hat means like you have to know what impact you're having, what you're offering, what value you're creating, what culture you're creating, and being clear about that and putting that out there into the world. And there's all these million little steps that you have to take, and million different challenges that you have to take, and problems that you have to solve. So, and now getting into the nitty-gritty, like the specifics of what the app does. And it's like the practice is a daily 10-minute video journal, right? And it just goes into your memory, your knowledge base. And what it offers is a thinking tool, is a thinking partner, is a memory connections across all of your past entries, all of your thoughts, and unpacking that, it gives you the connections, and it gives you a thinking partner, it gives you another perspective, and that's done through a daily 10-minute video recording of your self. That's the key, the simple action that you take. And what that means, yeah, you open up the camera, you open up the app, and you record a 10-minute video, and you save it, right? And it's saved and secure, and it's private, and you have an AI that like has all that context, and it gives you every day, like you get in terms of like emotional state, your thoughts, and like that's very simple, but it's very powerful. Like what you get out of it is like your emotional score, where you are emotionally, where you're talking about the content, a summary of what you said, and observations that you may have found useful. That's the core loop, and that repeated every day compounds. And like, imagine like, what does it take to make that into an app that makes $1 million per month? Like, what does it require to do? Right? Because it's not about what you want; it's about what it requires, what it takes. What are the things that are the conditions that need to be met that to make that a reality? You know, imagine a million. You know, break it down. $1 million per month. What it takes, and so 100,000 people maybe like paying you like $10. 10 times 100,000. That's a million. You add the zero. 100,000 people. That's 5 zeros. You add one more. That's 6 zeros with one. That's $1 million per month. So what does that require? Like, imagine 10,000 people actually using this app and getting a value out of it. So that requires a massive cultural shift. A cultural shift and like a viral spreading of this behavior, of this pattern, of this act of downloading this app, and you're doing it every day and you're using it. And what does that require? That's going to require a lot of testimonials of people that's that honestly say and believe, and in fact have had their lives improved by it. And for them, it's the value that they get is worth more than what they pay. It's like $10 per month. So what does that take? What does that require? It requires, having a real impact on the lives of 100,000 people, and it requires somebody to be that agent of change that will print that out into the reality, print that out into the world. And like really, the simplest apps like Twitter, they're dead simple, right? But it's the Jack Dorsey. What it required is him to be that agent of change, that 3D printer that changed the culture to bring about A, this digital product, and B, the conviction into the world that use this. Post your thoughts about your whatever your thoughts are, your tweets in these 250 characters, and put them out into the world. There's the conviction that that's worth your time, and so that's the real difficult part, right? But that's that's what it takes. And the idea is that you have to know the skill. And like if you learn something like piano or some acrobatics, performance, or gymnastics, you know what the process is to master those moves, to figure out that performance, that routine, those gymnastics, acrobatic movements. They require, in order for you to perform them, they require you to repeat them and do them over and train your body and your mind to perform that action, to perform that pattern, that behavior. And that's called that's the training, and that's the agentic loop that the person does, right? And now bringing it back into Luminolog, you have to fall in love with the problem. And like the problem is really the lack of culture of thinking and contemplating and analysis and introspection, but like with balance. That's using the latest technology, and appreciating that what you're creating is like a new form of notebook, and it's a thinking tool, and having this appreciation of this practice, and then like putting it out there in the world. Like this is really the part that is like requires you to understand what business is about, what marketing is about, what entrepreneurship is about. It's like the creator that created Zumba, like the dance routine for getting people healthy. That's a massive billion-dollar business, and it's a freaking dance, and it's a pattern, it's a set of steps, and it's a brand, and it's a culture, and it's like understanding these elements allows you to perform them. You need to have some understanding. You need to have a blueprint. You need to have a plan to actually enact that change. Be that print that out. And it's like so it requires persistence, requires courage, focus. It requires resilience, like repeating, getting back up and doing it again, and like going after it, and like and also believe. It requires faith, belief that your plan is actually going to work. And so those are the elements, right? And so now, like, just talking about it on camera, that's the first step. And then, so what I'm talking about is the iOS app that is a AI journal, and it's making that the hottest thing, making that the coolest thing, making that the cultural zeitgeist, making that the new iPod, the new iPhone. Like bending reality to that is the step you need to take. And the first step is like articulating that, being articulate about that. So perhaps I should call it just articula. Like I'm playing with the names. Like if I keep it luminolog or lumi or articula or dialecta, articula. The point is like you gotta make it happen. That's the step one, is like understanding the procedure, the steps of what it takes. And then the second thing I really wanted to record on this blog is like about world, like AI influencers. Like I was like debating internally, like do I just like focus on one thing, like just this AI journal? Like do I just focus on one thing and like put all of my life energy behind it, or do I like because Protocol Camp, I'm in an accelerator right now, and it's a big opportunity where you have this container, and you have the support, and you have the context, and you have the conditions, the environment, the community to build something great. And I was like debating myself internally, like, do I just pivot to like making just like one thing, the AI journaling app? And then my thought is like, it's a big, my thinking right now is like, it's about also thinking the infrastructure that's required for the AI. I think AI influencers is a time has come for like an easy to use app that will just do that all in one box, in one app, in one URL, where you just go and you launch an AI influencer that will like promote like the luminolog, the AI journal. And how it will promote it was like create a character consistency, a persona, and generate all these, print out all these engaging posts. And like just I need that for myself. And then second, that's actually just like the zeitgeist of what's needed right now. So I was debating this internally, and I'm like right now set on like just continue with that Augme.world being the AI influencer platform, like where you all in one, you create a character, personality, and it's got a strategy, and it's self-improving, and it has all these skills, where it's creating the carousels, creating the images, creating the short reels with a with a lot of creativity, with a lot of variety of different content creating kind of like styles, themes, directions, like AI art, amplified, augmented, you know. So I'm just thinking like I can do both. Like I know you gotta have a balance of like being focused and appreciate, and at the same time, like, so if I can just like hold on to this idea of like the magical insight of this thinking tool that will help people make better decisions, know themselves better, and evolve better, and tackle these like questions, problems that they have, by having this, by articulating them, and having another perspective of AI kind of memory bank, extension of your memory. So like appreciating that, the genius of that, and at the same time, the second thing is like building the infrastructure of creating those viral loops, the viral moments that can be productized, that can be completed in the context of the Protocol Camp accelerator, which I'm taking part in. And I'm blessed to be taking part in that. It's a pretty awesome, very exclusive, it's like platform exclusive. It's like that valuable. So that's what I'm thinking about the world. That's what I'm thinking about, is continuing that with the AI influencer route. So that's my vlog. I'm not going to end it here. 14 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And as always, sending you good thoughts, frequencies, and vibrations, because every thought matters. May you be free from suffering. Peace.